right into it. About ready to get this thing started. Let's get them in. There's Mike the Bear Fan, the Lions Villain Squad, NFC North Main Event, Detroit Lions News Podcast. Boom. Now, those ones are live. We're live right now. Victory Monday for some of us.
You like it. You like it. You like that. You like that. You like that.
What playoffs? Playoffs.
Woo! Look at him in the comments already. What up, Chad? What's up, Detroit fan, man?
Rap. Leaf flicker. Oh!
What team you represent in the comments?
Sam Laporta.
What playoffs?
Laporta.
What's up, Bob?
There now, Mike.
So wow. Love that shit. Good stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, everyone, and welcome to NFC North Open Mic Night. It is I, Main Event Mike, your host for the evening, joined by the maestro, Russell Wayne. Russell Wayne, the producer. How are you tonight, Russ? Let's see you, sir.
There we are. Boom. Oh, wait. How about the cool view right there with the whole thing right there? And it's
working his magic. We got a lot of people in the comments already getting it going. We are broadcasting live into Detroit Lions News, also at Main Event 365 on YouTube, also Detroit Lions Villain Squad. Wherever you are, you're watching this video, just reach down and push the like button. If you haven't followed us already, follow us. Let's get all that out of the way right now. What are we looking at tonight? Russ? Is Victory Monday, baby. 8-2 for the Detroit Lions.
Let's go. 8-2 for the first time since 1962. We're riding on a cloud nine right there, a little bit right there. And I don't care if you want to call, some might call it luck. Others might call it, well, whatever. Call it luck. Whatever it is. 8-2 is the record. And let's go Honolulu Blue.
Right. Green Bay Packers also getting a win this week in the NFC North. But the Vikings fall to the Denver Broncos. So we get 2 wins, 2 losses in the division this week. And I think it was big stuff for some teams. I think it was a historic loss for the Chicago Bears when you consider some of the stats. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. First, we're going to do what we always do first, and that is a little segment we call Roast Posts. Roast Post is a registered trademark of the Main Event 365. All rights reserved. Please drink responsibly. Okay. Is that a roast in itself? Oh, no, there it is. This guy, folks, if you wonder where we get these, it's Detroit Lions main events, one of our groups. You find a good group out there. If you find some funny stuff, send it to us. Doesn't matter. Sometimes you can even roast your own team. Everybody's united here, man. Bears fans who want to sign Fields to a long-term contract.
That's right. That's right.
It's my quarterback.
Yeah, that's your quarterback, man. You can be right with that. You can do it. You can do
this
it.
One here, this roast post comes from Tom Novans from the Tom Novans Corporation. Tom Novans Corporation, no roast post goes unnoticed. It is the turning point yesterday with Justin Fields' little dance, acting like a clown and angered the football gods. What do you think of that, Russ? Was this little pirouette, little thing, a little salsa movie was doing? Was that the you talk shit, you lose jinx?
Well, it might be, but I think it's the comments after that says we will meet December 10th, and Melvin Griffin comes back with you'll do what? You'll lose 100%.
Melvin Griffin, Detroit Jesus, throwing it out there.
All
What's
right,
next? Go ahead.
I'm sorry they weren't that good this week because they were just a bunch of crying in here. But go ahead.
What we learned today. What's the name? I can't see the name on there on this one because the little live. Now that I'm on the, I'm not just following the link. I'm in here. Here we go. From Jose Ortega. Love your taco shells, bro. What we learned today. Lions are frauds. What happened to all the Lions fans saying we're going to kill the Bears, putting up 60 points.
Oh, there's one of the crying posts from today. When you want to put that one back up there again so we can see it again?
Now they're talking about a win is a win. Nah, man up and admit y'all were wrong. Okay, we were wrong. We didn't dominate you in the first half, but we did win the game. Are you clowning us for winning, Jose? You're not very good at this. It's what you look like right there. Thanks for the post in the group, though, buddy. We appreciate it. This is our old friend, William Thomas, a.k.a. Shrek Nesmith. Well, we learned the Lions are frauds, could barely handle the bad news Bears. Hey, Melvin Griffin, if I were you, I would be ashamed of yesterday. And Russell, what was your comment there, Russell? Before you put that away, I wanted to read your comment. I didn't get to read your comment.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, we'll have to come back to it because I accidentally it is gone right now. So
this is from Mike Slyman, who says Bears looked a lot more competent yesterday than the Packers have all season. They may just be closer. I like that. I'm not sure it's a roast, but I like it. They may be closer.
Hold on 1 second. I want to find this one and throw it back in there, Mike. Go ahead. Oh, there we go. I got it. Because I wanted to get this. This was one of one of my favorite ones right there. But go ahead. There you go.
After Bill says you have to be ashamed, you say, "Yeah, we're pretty bummed to be 8-2 for the first time in my life. It sucks so bad."
So it sucks so bad, man. I'm telling you.
This one's from Nate Keller. What is that? Is that Paul Rudd?
Yeah.
Y'all Lions fans will never admit the Vikings are team to beat. Boy, does that make my eye twitch reading that. I'll try it again. See, y'all Lions fans will never admit the Vikings are team to beat. They have best offense and defense in the league. See, y'all don't see that, but let me tell you, where's the period, bro? How about a comma? Can I get something? We see y'all don't see that, but let me tell you, y'all must not be watching football while you're ruining my punchline. Go.
There you go.
Yeah. Dude, I can't even read that anymore. Next. There was not a period in that whole paragraph. Oh, Paul Merkel. I don't know if he's a legend or the biggest clown I've ever heard of, but he's definitely made some statements prior to this Bears-Lions game, and he's trying to backpedal, I'm pretty sure. It took Detroit 59 minutes and 31 seconds to beat a 3-7 team. Detroit is hands down the 2023 version of the 2022 Minnesota Vikings. It took bad calling and Chicago to give away the game for Detroit to win. Is he complaining about the refs, Russ? What do we do?
This has got to be my go-to right here.
You're just on fire with this one.
That's what you look like. I swear when they're coming in there right here. I thought this was an interesting stat to bring up right here. You didn't get a chance to do it this morning, so go ahead.
Yeah, so we did talk about the time of possession, right? Detroit only had the ball 19 minutes and 36 seconds. Chicago had the ball 40 minutes and 24 seconds. Folks, that's almost a whole that's more than a whole quarter. Chicago had the ball more than a whole quarter, and we still outgained them by 8 yards. So stop talking smack, Paul Merkel, and you Bears fans. Yeah, it was a nail biter. Yeah, you guys played good, but as Lions fans, what have we heard for the last 30 years? But did you win? Nope. What have you won? You ain't won nothing. That's all we keep hearing. So eat it by the spoonful.
That's right. Yeah. You had a shot. You had a shot. You couldn't. That was a historic letdown for the Bears franchise right there. But go ahead. What do we got here?
I love Eric Benson. He's a Packer fan. He's a really great contributor. Look who's top 5 in both for the week. And this is so typical of Packer fans to cherry pick a stat. I mean, Jordan Love has his highest passer rating since week 1 at 108.5. They choose to put that up there. Mike Smith says, also top for interceptions and bottom 5 completion percentage on the season. But who's keeping track?
Right.
Every week we talk about how his completion percentage is 50% or worse. And
right.
Now, he gets a rare 300-yard passing game. And,
he's top 5. I mean, he's obvious.
It's my quarterback.
Obviously top 5 now. I mean,
yeah, obviously. Brett Sully says, enjoy the basement, Lions. Y'all are fraud. Packers run this division, and it's not even close. Y'all are clowns.
And then what is
Smith? I love Timothy Smith's comment right here. You've gotten the attention you crave so badly. Now your life is complete. What's next? Rasul Douglas had the kind of game stat line that could earn him AFC Defensive Player of the Week. 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery, 3 pass breakups, and 4 tackles. Ooh, we knew he was a dog. We were glad to see him go, man.
Yeah,
outside of Jair, the best player on their defense, definitely in the secondary.
You won't miss him at all.
Yeah, and Ryan Bunch is a Packer fan who put that out there. So, even if you're a Lions fan, you're not immune to roast post. Spencer says, I think Will Harris is the most versatile player in the entire NFL, and I'm very proud of his rebound from when he first got here in Detroit. I'm all bought in for the rest of the season. No more unnecessary negative talk for me. Let's go get that Super Bowl, because so many people are bagging on Will Harris. Our good friend Greg Rice, the West Coast stat master, I love this comment. This is where the roast comes in, folks. Agreed. His versatility on the sideline is always a plus. It's when he's on the field I get a little shaky. Oh,
You like that?
Yeah.
Greg Rice roasted his own team. You gotta love that. I guess nothing shit toilet is truly for everyone after all. Shit toilet. It's D-toilet in Chicago. What are you talking about?
I'll just move on.
Did that one go over my head?
It was the picture over on the side. It's like we all whooped on the bear, so we're all eating the bear over there in the corner. Down, everybody whooped on the Bears. It's not really that big of a deal.
We're just crushing the Bears. This is my favorite one by far. The Chicago Bears are the same old Lions.
They've taken place. Oh.
Read that one for me, man.
Oh man, corporate needs to find out the differences between these two pictures where she says these are the same pictures.
Yeah, if you could just show me the difference between these pictures, that'd be great.
That would be great.
Mark Oram from Oram's Forum says, embarrassing loss by my Lions. On to Turkey Day and the Packers. Got to bounce back quick. Yikes.
Yeah, I got to call him out on that, man. You got to finish watching the game before you post. That's so we have that. See, even Lion fans are not immune.
Right, a little. Can you put that one back? I wanted to read that. Yeah, a little premature postulation there by Mark Oram. Tom Bush says, "Now come on, you guys are being a little hard." Mark Oram is a very respected Lions podcaster, so someone's not a true Lions fan. And then Tim says, "You call yourselves a Lions fan? A dedicated fan watches the game to the end. Your post is lame and has no merit." Woo!
Hey, I mean, the thing is like you can only put out what you put out, right? But
I like the comment on this one. Tough loss, Bears, but at least you exposed the Lions as being frauds. I love Jake Schwind here. Oh my God, that's the 8th time this year that we've been exposed. 8-2. You can expose me all freaking day.
Oh gosh, yes.
All right, it's the Homer Lions ripping on the Bears this week. It's just we got a lot of them this week, don't we?
Yeah, well, the thing is like they weren't very good because it was just a bunch of crying. Like they're yelling at us for winning a game that we played awful in.
And what's really important here is that right under the name Jamie, it says 23 hours ago. So that was before the game against Denver. Now that we know the Lions are a bunch of frauds and the Vikings are peaking at the right time, it makes so much sense that the Vikings will sneak up and take the North, and the Lions will do the Lions and choke the division away. Eric's response, is that what we're looking at here? The Vikings had a negative point differential and barely won most of their games last year. But go on about fraudulent. We're 8-2, and only 2 of our wins have ended in one-possession games. Right, Eric, we've been beating them by double digits. What are you talking about? That's what that looks like. That's what you
That's
get
a crime.
right
But this it goes back to, I think that we need to make this a segment every week because we see it all the time. It happens all the time. Mature postulation. Is that what you called it?
I don't know. Is that what I said?
Premature postulation.
Premature postulation.
And yeah, you can't post it out. Even if you're a podcaster as great as Mark Oram, you can't premature postulate.
Think about baseball next time, Mark.
Oh my gosh. Now he's gonna that's a registered trademark of the Main Event 365. All rights reserved. Oh my God, I forgot to put the things into the comments here. All right, I'm gonna put the link into the comments. Please save us. This is an awful show. We have to stop ourselves right there. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the comments. Let's have a talk about some football. Let's talk about this Lions game. Let's talk about this Packers game. The Packers get a win. Jordan Love did have his best game of forever.
Against a decent team, too. Los Angeles Chargers go into Lambeau, lose the game 23-20. They got beat by a team in the most hideous uniforms ever. And kudos to Green Bay. Jordan Love, like that last post said, a 108.5 passer rating. It was only 27 of 40. That's not great, folks. 322 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. So kudos, man. He's a young quarterback. He's not a rookie. We know you hate it when we call him a rookie, Russ, but he is a young quarterback, and he is coming along nicely. Jaden Reed from the Michigan State product had a good game, 46 yards receiving, 46 yards rushing as well. Aaron Jones out with an injury. Did you find out anything about that injury, Russ?
I didn't find anything about the injury, but we got a loaded backstage right now. Can I introduce some people? And I'm going to shrink back into the bushes like Homer Simpson here in a second right here. But welcome to the program. Steve is real. Yeah. Well, and then we have Zoe.
I believe that's Zone, right?
Yeah, what up, though?
Zone, welcome to the show. He's a Viking fan. So glad to see you on here. We got a lot to talk about, my friend. We're gonna bring Chad in too.
Chad brought me on here. He told me about y'all.
Yeah, he's in the backstage. We like to keep him waiting a little bit.
And then we got Bear Down Mike.
Bear Down Mike, the best Bear fan in the land. Welcome back to the program, sir.
What's going on, guys?
All right, so right there, stop it right there, Russ. We got all 4 fan bases represented right here. Okay. And we have the Lions, Packers. Steve's a Packer fan. Is it Zone or Zoe?
My name, no, it's Zoe.
Zoe. Okay, so it's a combination. And then this is Bear Down Mike. He's our best favorite Bear fan in the world. Bear Down Mike, tough loss for your team yesterday, right?
Right.
So do you think the Bears lost the game or did the Lions win the game?
Bears lost the game through the coaching.
Coaching lost the game for
Coaching
you.
lost the game.
Expound on that for me. Tell me, how did the Bears coaching lose that game?
All right, so we were 3rd and 1 win for the brotherly shove. Didn't work. But you should have challenged it because I think Justin got across. Didn't do it. 4th and 1 instead of going up to what, 12?
Wait, but that sounds like a players. That don't sound like coaching to me. They didn't get it. They called the play and they didn't get it.
I'm getting to the coaching part. You go for the points instead of going for the first down to drain the clock and score. That's a coaching. Or you go twice with a halfback dive to a brick wall and gain 1 yard. Then ask your quarterback to throw a deep pass.
So you're mad at the coaches for calling a run play? You're gonna have to do better than that.
When they stack the box of 8 guys, that's running to a brick wall.
Okay.
You do what Justin does, was get them out of the pocket, run outside.
I understand what you're saying. They had the lead, and they seemed to, the play calling started to get vanilla, and it seemed like they were just sitting on the league. We had a coach here in Detroit named Marty Morningweg, used to do the same thing. We called it Marty Ball. And once you get the lead, he wouldn't do anything. He would just play it too conservative. You got to keep your foot on the gas in this league, right? Especially if you're on the road. And I agree with you, Mike. The play calling was bad by the Bears down the stretch, but that defense stiffened up. You're going to have to give Detroit a little credit, right?
Yeah, I give you guys credit. Eberflus is too conservative. He doesn't know how to keep the pedal down. And I got a thing with Jalen Johnson. You want to get paid $18-20 million a year. You got to come up with that pick 6.
Right.
You dropped the ball twice.
Right. Well, your defense come up with three interceptions and a fumble recovery. That they did pretty well. And I'm going to give my kudos here. That first drive by the Bears of the game was beautiful. Do you see what they did for Justin Fields? They rolled him out, right? They attacked the sideline. They ran some RPOs. They put him in positions to succeed where he was comfortable, and he marched y'all right down the field, punched it right down our throat, and scored. The rest of the game, they seemed like there was no game plan. It seemed like they were pulling plays out of a hat. It just didn't seem there was no flow to the game plan after that. And then we tried to give you the game through turnovers. And just a great win if you're a Lions fan. Put it in the comments. Did the Lions win that game? Or did the Bears lose that game? Did they snatch defeat from the jaws of victory? Speaking of which, welcome to the program, Zoe. It's glad to have you here. Always glad to have a Vikings fan. You from Detroit?
Yeah, I'm from Detroit.
What's your connection to Minnesota and the Vikings?
Born and raised. My connection for real, man, go back to 98 when the Vikings were just mainly the Vikings would have, they had Randall Cunningham, Randy Moss, Robert Smith, Denny Green. I fell in love with that football team since day one. Because the Detroit Lions ain't playing Detroit. They played in Pontiac. So I ain't like that when I was coming up. Because it took me like an hour and a half to go to a football game.
Right. Okay. And we sucked most of that time too, right? I mean, you had to have another team to root for when the playoffs came.
Exactly.
And that's why I was a Raiders fan. Well, you know what? I have a lot of respect for that, Zoe, and I'll tell you why. Because now that the Lions are good, you're not changing gear. You're not taking the posters down and jumping on the bandwagon. You're true to your team. Bringing on to the program now another man who's really true to his team. It's Darcy Maville. How are you, Darcy?
Great. Thanks for having me on the show.
Glad to have you. What a great game, Darcy. You were there?
What? Did you say great game?
Were you there?
No, actually, I gave my tickets to podcaster Walter Stringer with Lions Avenue, just like you guys are going to the Broncos games, right?
Yeah, we're going to the Denver game. So what was your biggest takeaway from this Lions victory, Darcy?
For two of the last weeks, our defense sucks, and Chicago, that had 3 wins, came in and mollywopped us for 57 minutes, and then we just kicked their ass.
Yeah, then we pulled it
Isn't
out.
it nice to see JMO? Isn't it nice to see JMO
bite a kneecap off?
Catch a ball, shut everybody up?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Did he though? I don't know, man. The JMO thing. Let's put that on hold for now because it's such a polarizing topic. You could split people right down the middle anytime you mention JMO. I want to go back to Zoe. Zoe, I want to talk about your team losing out there in Denver. Do you think that? And don't get me wrong on this. I'm just telling you what I saw leading up to that game in all of these groups on Facebook, okay? A lot of Viking fans not talking about the Denver Broncos. They're talking about catching the Lions for the division. That's what most Viking fans were talking about in our circles. Do you think the Vikings look past the Broncos?
I want to say that. I just think the Bronco defense just bullied the Vikings offense last night. That's what it was. They offensive line, they corners, they whole defense just bully us last night. It wasn't a good game for the Vikings last night. And I see why the Broncos won 3 games in a row. Their defense is nasty.
I didn't get a chance to watch the game last night, but was that your biggest takeaway? Was in the trenches, the Broncos dominated the game?
Yeah, we come past block for real. Like we were doing good on the ground, but for some reason KOC kept on going to the air, and we kept on running Madison, and that's a bad mix. And the Bronco defense, like I said, they just bullied the Vikings offense last night. Our defense played good. We held the Broncos to 3 field goals and a late touchdown drive, but like, come on, what you really expect?
Actually, Minnesota dominated every category in the box score in that game. They outrushed them 175 to 46. Okay. In the air, total yards, 385 to 290. So almost 100 yards of offense more. Time of possession, you dominated for almost a half a quarter of a football game more, and you still lose. So what you're saying isn't matching the box score for a guy like me who didn't watch the game.
Right.
I
what
mean,
I'm going to tell you, though, is that we also had 3 turnovers. And they had 0.
There it is.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anytime you see a stat line where one team's dominating and they win, it's probably because they won the turnover batter. That's what makes that Chicago loss so historic for the Bears. This thing floating around Facebook today, no team has ever, held the ball more than 40 minutes and had a +3 turnover differential and still lost the game ever. So that's a historic loss. That's why I think it was a bigger loss for the Bears than it was a win for the Lions. We got a new guy on the show here. I don't see a name there. What's your name, brother?
Nug. You can go by Aaron, by the way. Detroit Lions.
Welcome to the show, Nug. What team do you represent?
Oh, Detroit Lions all the way.
All right. I can see you're a man. See you're a man of high character.
We try to keep it realistic, though.
Right on. Good. That's what we like too. We're not afraid to say Lions have sucked for 30 years, right? We've been taking it. We've been everybody's punching bag, so we're giving it back now. Ain't that right, Darcy?
Absolutely.
Please welcome to the program one of the best Bear fans I know, Woody. What's up, Woody?
How's everybody doing?
I'm good, man.
Hey,
show his face.
After this morning, that's the second Woody I've seen today. All right. Where's Steve is real? Where'd you go, Steve?
Yeah.
Hey, I am trying to cycle people on and off here. So make sure that
I skipped him. It's not because he's a Packer fan and I can't stand the Packers either.
Oh, I thought that's what you said, is because he's a Packer fan. Okay,
No.
You want me to bring him back on?
Yeah. I don't want to be rude to anybody,
Yeah.
I got there you go. I got Steve is real.
Steve is real.
Yeah.
Welcome to the program, Steve. Your Green Bay Packers get a win against the Chargers. Pretty good team. Does that make how you feeling?
I just like the progression we had. I mean, I know there was a lot of mistakes that the Chargers made that, they could have put up a lot more points than what they did.
But they are who we thought they were.
But like I said, the progression that I see that's coming with the team little by little, I'm liking it. I'm excited about. I mean, it's a plus.
For sure. Anytime you get a win, it's a plus in this league. And I like what you're saying there. Your young quarterback, he doesn't look scared at all. We've been saying this all year.
No, he don't.
He looks like he could be everything y'all think he's going to be. He did have a passer rating over 100. That's the first time in a long time since the Chicago game.
Over 300.
No, that's over 300 yards passing. I'm talking about his quarterback rating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pay attention, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, do you know anything about Aaron Jones injury? I haven't had a chance to look at that yet.
Well, yeah, they said it's not really long term. He'll be out. Now I'll let you know that they re-signed James Robinson back, and they went and got Patrick Taylor off of the Patriots practice squad today.
Oh, okay. Emmanuel Wilson got hurt already, didn't he?
Yeah, his shoulder. It was his shoulder.
Yeah. Too bad. He was a promising young back. I thought he had some good power and speed. So now it's AJ Dillon and Patrick Taylor and James Robinson.
Yeah.
Okay. How you feeling about that?
Well, like I said, it's the progression. You just have to wait and see, what the scheme is and what happens and so forth, whatever. But like I said, it's just the whole progression is what I'm liking, the positive progression that's coming.
Wrong. The answer is losing Aaron Jones is a huge blow to your team. Right? I read between the lines on that one, Steve. That's what you're really saying there.
No, I wasn't. No, because for one,
that's what Matt LaFleur had to say about it.
Because for one, to me, one, I like the way Love is passing the ball around. He's not targeting one guy. So, like I said, that ball is going everywhere, and I'm liking this offense the way that's because now. They don't know, like I said, Reed, Wicks, Watson, Dubs, Musgrave, and who knows. So there are so many weapons that's stepping up. Everybody's talking about that they need to bring in a veteran receiver to whatever. I don't really think so. I like what's going on, the progression. It's going to take time, but I'm liking what I'm seeing.
I love that take, actually, Steve, because you do have the youngest team in the NFL. All of Jordan Love's receivers are younger than he is, and he's a first-year starter. So that's a recipe for tough sledding. And the fact that you guys made it to 4 wins is quite an accomplishment. So, Woody, I'm trying to balance everybody out here. You're a realist, buddy. I know you are.
Yep.
I want your assessment of Justin Fields because you have been very down on Justin Fields. Every time I say he's garbage, you usually agree with me. So what did you think about Justin Fields yesterday?
These design runs, I liked what he did. He did always the first drive. He's always great on the first drive. But I've seen a lot more. I mean, I wish he would have thrown around a little bit more, like, Cole Kmet, Mooney and stuff like that. But I like the design runs that he had. I ain't making excuses to get that shit off the screen. And but overall, I like Justin Fields, and I think he's going to progress. And I don't think we're going to be drafting a quarterback. And everybody's blaming Justin Fields on that last fumble. I mean, that wasn't his fault. I mean, Jesus Christ. No way. No.
That wasn't his fault.
No.
That he has no pocket awareness. I mean, he's sitting there and the guy's coming. Everyone saw him coming.
Everybody saw him but Justin Fields. But at least give him a little bit more time. Jesus Christ. But like I said, overall, I like the design plays, like the play calling just at the end of that. Like, you guys had one timeout left.
I agree.
You had third down, and you're going to throw a goddamn bomb down the field.
Yeah, that was a bad play.
Scott on top of that. And then now that left Detroit with the 2-minute warning and a timeout. And we just lost because of that, But overall, I'm happy. I did pick Detroit to win 34-17. But, hey, kudos to you guys coming back. Goff overcame those 3 interceptions. I think our defense played pretty good. And you had a clutch quarterback there. So congrats.
Can I play the Goff drop?
Play it.
There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious.
Russ.
Ferocious.
Oh my God. Before Russell, Darcy, and Mike, I did want to see Goff just run out of the pocket because I like to see him run.
Man, he hit his prop. He hit his prop for going over for the first time all year. He had 3 yards rushing.
I'm more athletic than Goff.
Time he went over his prop all year because we're
Listen, I'm more
we're
athletic
kneeling
than
down
Goff.
at the end of games, and it counts as negative yardage.
But-
You bet the under on Jared Goff rushing, it's easy money this year, buddy.
But a lot.
You got to look out for that Goff RPO, though. Come on.
Only a few quarterbacks. Only a few quarterbacks can hit that touchdown pass to St. Brown because he was the only one that can catch that ball was St. Brown on that touchdown.
Don't you wish your quarterback could throw like that?
Okay, next question.
No, I thought Justin Fields had a game of his life. I think it's Eberflus that fucked them. Oh, sorry.
Well, the thing is that Eddie Jackson blew that last touchdown to Williams. I mean, you're a safety. How do you leave him wide open like that? And it was just pitiful. The defense, they played good all game except for that half of fourth quarter. So
Hail to the king, baby.
Russell.
Justin Fields, 16 of 23 for 169 yards. That's not lighting the world on fire, Woody. He also had 18 rushes for 104 yards. So, I mean, the guy is electric. We can't deny, right? Justin Fields is electric. He is so slippery back there in the pocket. If he could just get it together, this guy could redefine the position, man.
Hey, Mike, I agree with you. I think I don't think Poles is going to draft a quarterback Fields.
I think he has to, bro. He didn't draft Fields. He didn't hire Eberflus. Eberflus and that whole coaching staff is gone, and you know it.
Yeah, I love it.
He's gone. So why wouldn't he also secure his own legacy by drafting his own quarterback? That's what these GMs do. Zoe, tell me I'm wrong. You got the worst GM in the whole league. Tell me, is that what they do?
Wait. You said I got the worst. I got the worst GM.
You got the worst GM maybe I've ever seen.
How I got the worst GM?
The Raiders do.
Quezzy?
Huh? No, in the north.
You must be Quezzy.
The north.
You must be Quezzy. Yeah. You don't think Quezzy? You think Quezzy's a good GM?
He been doing some good moves. The first NFL draft had Ed Donatel all over the first NFL draft.
Okay,
but the last one was straight.
It was Lewis Cine. That was a good pick.
That was the first draft. I said that was off of Ed Donatel. The first draft was questionable, but the last year draft was okay.
It was okay. Ivan Pace was an undrafted free agent, probably the best pick you had. I mean, Jordan Addison's the real deal. I take that back. Jordan Addison's the real deal. He's the real deal.
Yeah. Booth been playing good, though.
Yeah. But look at some of these moves he made, Zoe. Look at what he did with the Danielle Hunter deal. What? Right? You already had him under contract. So you sign him to an extension where you give him $16 million and you let his agent put a no franchise tag clause in it, almost guaranteeing that he's going to be gone. You didn't sign him for another year. You just gave him a bag of money.
Right, for this year.
For this year, which you already had control of his contract. He would have had to sit out. He would have had to sit out and be fined for every game if you didn't.
That's bad business, man. He wasn't gonna play for no damn $5 million.
That's look. Oh, it's bad business. Okay, well, I agree.
It's
so
loyalty.
Let's come to the table and let me give you the bag, but at least give me some protection that you're not going to be gone on day one of free agency. And you don't have that. That was a bad move.
They might resign him. I don't know about that though. They might resign him.
Okay,
but the Dalton Risner pickup was good.
The Dalton Risner was a good pickup. Josh Dobbs was an awesome pickup.
Like awesome. He made good moves. But listen here, we not about to do that. Like, listen here, we not about y'all Lions fan ain't about to do that though. I just had Chad tell me y'all going to the NFC Championship game with probably the worst defense in the NFC.
Probably.
Right. We're actually ranked 9th in the NFC before yesterday's game. So I don't know where that comes the worst in the NFC. We're actually ranked 9th in the entire NFL in the Detroit Lions defense.
Not on pass defense.
That's DVOA, right?
Come on,
that was ESPN overall ranking. Number 9.
What's your pass defense rank?
I don't have that in front of me, but it doesn't matter. We were number 9 overall.
It do matter. It do matter.
Let me tell you.
When we're 8-2, if you look at these games, teams aren't getting over 100 yards on the Lions defense.
They passing on y'all.
Well, the pass
Not
defense
rushing, but passing they are.
The passing defense is not the greatest. Okay, we'll give you that. And
No,
right now,
because
this
you don't have
defense
the
has
pass
been
rush.
reeling. They're going to a tough time for sure.
Let me
But,
tell you, hey, Branch had a great game yesterday.
Yes,
he was
did.
all
It was his
over
first good
the
game back
field.
from injury.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Nug,
and
Nug, give us a take. Give us a
penalties.
take on that Detroit Lions defense, Nug.
2 bad penalties on
I mean,
Branch.
I might be a minority here, but I think
Iffy.
Campbell is not what we thought he was so far. I mean, the amount of missed tackles he had yesterday really pissed me off. And then we keep like changing up, like whether he's going to be a pass rusher on our line or he gets blown up in coverage almost every single time. And it's beginning to be an issue that Anzalone's literally got to do everything on our defense. Like he literally does everything on our defense. And it sucks because if we would have gone out at the trade deadline and got almost anybody, and then I'm supposed to be excited about Bruce Irvin, like him being getting us 10 snaps in 2 weeks. Like I'm not excited about that. And to think my expectation is not to win the division. I want to win playoff games. I want to make it to the NFC Championship, and I want to win a Super Bowl. I think windows for a Super Bowl in the NFL is very short, and you got to win while you can. And I don't like the Patriots way, like, we got to find a guy who fits our culture. We have many guys who define our culture that can make up for just acquiring some talent. So go get Chase Young, even though he's a dickhead, or go get some of these guys that can just get to the quarterback. I don't care if they play 20 snaps a game or 15. We have no pass rush.
Can I add something?
Russell Wayne, you put the Russell Wayne signal in the sky with that one. Go ahead.
Well, I heard the pass defense. Justin Fields threw for 169 yards.
But it's Justin
That's
Fields.
all I wanted to add.
The Bears horrible.
I'm just saying.
It's the
Yeah, but I'm saying like you guys. But you guys just said they gave up a bunch of pass yards, and I'm
Will
just saying
Harris
that
is a
they gave up
liability. Will Harris is
169
absolute
pass
liability.
yards.
Okay.
Jerry Jacobs has had a good season.
I'm just stating facts.
But he's not going up like Keenan Allen torched him. Cam Sutton got torched by Keenan Allen. But Cam Sutton's had a good season. But if you don't have a pass rush and these guys are getting 7-8 seconds to get open, then pass defense numbers are going to be a little bit skewed. I understand that. So why not go get?
Can I do a comment and dip?
Go
so that
ahead,
you guys...
Dad. Good take.
Okay.
No, go ahead, Dad.
So here's what I'm saying, man. Zoe is the real deal, a real hardcore Viking fan, and also a fucking cool as hell dude. Okay,
Those two things usually don't go together.
No, he is. He's the real deal. Najo, he's like one of them crazy Lion fans. I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt for now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip so you guys can sit here and do what you do, bros.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, Chad.
I'm
Appreciate it.
gonna get
What about me?
Chad.
What about me, man?
Thanks, Chad. You're a pretty cool dude too.
Please welcome to the show, A-Dub. He's a Packer fan. Welcome to the show, A-Dub. He's got a bit of a lag, so you kind of got to wait for his response. Hit us, buddy. What you got?
1, 2, 3.
Just coming on to say what's up, fellas.
Yeah, I know you're here even when your team loses, but you feeling good about that win over the Chargers?
Yeah, it's a sign of progression for the team itself, and plenty had to go right in that game for us to win. Like there was plenty of mishaps from the Chargers, especially a couple of drop passes from Keenan Allen and their first round pick Quentin Johnston that took place. But even with that, I enjoyed what I've seen from some of our young receivers, guys who have stepped up, and Jordan Love had the best game of his career in this game also, so that's a good sign.
That is a good sign. And we have two of the best Packer fans right here on the show tonight. They're here. They weren't beating their chests at the beginning of the year saying, we're going to kill you guys. Jordan Love's the next Hall of Famer. They weren't saying that. And all those guys have gone into a hole, into hiding, into witness protection or something because they're not around anymore now that their team sucks. But Jordan Love did have the best game of his career. I agree with you on that, A-Dub, for sure. And you know what? Thanksgiving, buddy, going into Detroit. I want to hear you, A-Dub. What do you think about your team coming into the Lions' Den on Thanksgiving Day? Tell me what you see in this game.
It's going to be a tough matchup, and given what Green Bay remembers from how bad we lost to Detroit when we hosted them before, yeah, we have a good idea of what kind of a team they are, and they are the real real deal to us. So one thing is for sure, we just want to try to be as competitive as we can. I'm not going to say we can win, but it's just play a hard, tough game and give your best is all I'd say for this team.
Right on. Well, I'm going to tell you, A-Dub, Quentin Johnson had 2 steps on the defender. That ball hit him right in the hands. We might be having a completely different conversation right now. I mean, you might be able to say that about any team around the league, but that one was blatant. Please welcome to the show, Jeremy Ballreich. He's a writer for the South Florida Tribune. He's actually an actual journalist, not a knucklehead like us. What's up, Jeremy?
Oh, not much. I was just going to say, you know, the cap hadn't adjusted from all the medical cuts that we did just before the deadline. The Lions' actual cap space is only $3.4 million. So therefore, we had no room for Sweat. We had no room for Young. They both made way more than that. And in order to do that, you either had to restructure Taylor Decker or you had to restructure Goff, because everybody else that could clear room was on rookie contracts, and they're non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we didn't go out and get one of those big high-priced free agents you're saying. But you know what? I'm not buying that all the way, because these guys can do a lot, Jeremy. They could that salary cap's a myth most of the time. They come up with some way to backdoor it and figure it out if they really want it.
When you're locked in on 90% rookie contracts.
Okay, well,
right, but I mean, if we really want to win,
so go ahead, Nug.
If we really want to win, and like we told Brad Holmes to be such as genius and Dan Campbell to be such as genius, and we want to win games, and the culture is truly different. The 49ers got this guy for a 3rd-round pick that if they don't sign him next year in the offseason, they get that 3rd-round pick back. So I don't want to hear like all these like narratives that, oh, well, we just didn't have the money. If there's a will, there's a way. Our pass rush sucks in every imagination. It can't just be on Aiden Hutchinson. And we're waiting for James Houston to come back.
Yeah, but the Niners could afford to pay him because they were under the cap, well under the cap. They
had $47 million under the cap.
Yeah, $47 million. They hit on late draft choices. Look at Fred Werner, these other Greenlaw. These guys weren't first-round draft picks. They're just studs.
And they got a rookie quarterback too, like a rookie contract quarterback, which is obviously the big.
They had the money now to pay him,
and they convinced Dallas to pay the whole dead cap and all of Trey Lance's salary in that trade.
Right. Go ahead, Zoe. I know you've been waiting. Go ahead. What you got?
No, all I was gonna say is, like, the Detroit Lions been playing good right now. They ain't in a good spot. So, like, I've been telling, like I told Chad, the Lions don't have that killer instinct. You're supposed to boost your defense line up before the NFL trade deadline. I'm not trying to hear nothing about no cap or none of that. Because the 49ers,
we're going to buy the kneecap off.
They paying Kittles, they paying Debo, they paying Williams, and they paying other players top-notch money. At the end of the day, the Lions was supposed to make a trade for a big player to get them over the hump on the defense side of the ball, and they didn't do that.
You are echoing the sentiments of a lot of Lions fans, though. I can't. I'm not. It's not a take that I agree with, but I'm not saying that you're wrong, because there are a lot of Lions fans saying the same thing.
We're complaining that we're not doing good on defense. We are 9th in total yardage. That's passing and rushing combined.
But we've faced a lot of dog shit offenses this year. A lot of dog shit offenses. To say Tampa Bay has a good offense, no, they do not. To say Carolina has a good offense, no, they do not. To say the Raiders have a good offense, they do not. To say that the Chiefs have a good offense, they do not. Like, let's just be realistic. The teams that have had good offenses have torched us. The Chargers torched us.
We beat them.
Baltimore Ravens torched us.
The Chargers beat them.
No way. Come on, Jeremy. You obviously see his point, though. He's absolutely right. He scored a touchdown on a consecutive drive. That is torching us.
Right, but wait. Well, you know what the difference is? Against everybody else, we blitz 40% of the time. You know what we blitzed against the Chargers and the Ravens? Less than 10%.
Well, you didn't have a chance to blitz the Ravens because we went 2-3 and out. We were down 21-0. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the problem is Seahawks whooped our ass. Like, we have an offense.
Did they though? We had the ball. We had the ball with a chance to win.
No.
We had the ball with a chance to win.
Overtime.
Yes, we did.
And if we'd have won the coin flip, this conversation might be different.
It might be different, but it's not, right? And it's not. We allowed 40 points on us in our own home. There's been 3 games where we've allowed 38 or more. It's upsetting. And to think that we're going to face mobile quarterbacks and win playoff games where, like, things got to be fine-tuned. yeah, it stresses me out a little bit. I love our team. I really do. I'm a diehard Lions fan. I love our offense. And, like yesterday, we made a lot of mistakes. Goff made a lot of mistakes. And then everybody's like trying to oh, well, one ball got batted down. But what about the other two? There was mistakes made. And I'm glad our defense held up with giving up 4 turnovers. Our defense played all right yesterday. But mobile quarterbacks stress me out. They do. They stress me out. We cannot get to the
defense played good yesterday.
If you look, what did Fields do in the second half, rushing wise? We adjusted and we contained him in that second half. He got almost.
Well, Campbell learned how to tackle in the second half.
Yeah, Campbell had a bad first half.
Horrible first half. And let's be realistic. I like Malcolm Rodriguez and stuff like that, but at least he can tackle. If Campbell's not tackling, he should be on the sideline. I'm sorry. We don't have time for that.
Right.
And
that's why we drafted him, because he was a sure tackler. And
he's not. He's got some of the 2 worst stiff arms I've seen since Derrick Henry in the last 2 weeks. He's gotten pushed to the ground by wide receivers.
So what was wrong with that statement? I said that was what he was touted coming out of college, that that he was a sure tackler
and good at pass.
Oh no, I'll read in the comment section.
Oh, okay.
All right, no, hold on, wait. Let me get on mic. Hold on, wait.
Somebody's getting under his purple skin there. Go ahead.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't like the Campbell draft pick at that position. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like y'all should have drafted Jalen Carter. I'm not trying to hear none of that. He don't fit the scheme. Come on, he a D tackle, bro. How the fuck he don't fit?
They had questions about his personality and his,
bro, he
his
had
motor
one problem.
and all that stuff.
He had
And
one problem
also,
off the field.
and also he had a bad show. And I recall. Sorry to interrupt.
Is a bust.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna mention Jalen Carter. It was mentioned he had a bad showing in the combine too.
But you go off film. You don't go off combine. You go off film when you drafting players. I'm pretty sure Campbell ain't had no dog ass workout.
He did. He had one of the highest relative athletic rating of all time, a 9.9 out of 10.
He did,
but linebackers aren't just plug and play, especially in the NFL. It takes time for them to develop. And when you're in a win now position and you got 2 first-round picks, you need to take 2 surefire studs. I like Gibbs. I like Gibbs a lot. But to take Jalen Carter, we could have stayed at 6. We could have even gotten him at 10. We could have stayed where we were at and traded up. Holmes has made shit happen. But to say that if we didn't have Branch this year and that was saved the draft was Branch and Laporta, our second rounds these past couple of years have been better than our first round picks. I love Branch. He actually played great yesterday. He's had a rough couple weeks after his injury, which is understandable. But this defense is it's porous at best. It really is. To say that we're 9th is skewed by the teams that we faced. It really is.
That's dumb.
Okay. You're right. Exactly, Nug. Exactly.
Go ahead, Darcy.
I want to win a Super Bowl. I'm 27 years old. I've never seen a playoff win. I went to the 06 Super Bowl game with my dad. That's the only time I've ever seen Ford Field loud until this year.
Can I jump in? I mean, as a Lion fan myself, and this is just, I just want to throw this in here. Lion fan, I've never in my life experienced 8-2. I'm sitting over here and I do this all the time. We're on here all the time talking football and talking stuff. And I cannot believe, and I feel everywhere you're coming from when it comes with the frustrations, but I want to stop and smell these roses for a minute.
I'm
man.
happy as hell. Don't take my tone as me being mad. I'm happy as hell, but I don't want 2013 to happen again. I don't want 2011 to happen again.
The number one note.
You mean 2013 when we went 7-9 and missed the playoffs?
Oh, 2014. My bad. Or the year we went 11-5 and got our asses destroyed by the fucking Saints.
This isn't like 11-5. This isn't like 1991. This isn't like 1980. This isn't like 1975. This is like 1962. JFK was in office the last time the Lions were 8-2. I am not worried. I mean, I hope that we fix the defensive line or maybe win a playoff game and all that shit right there. That's fine. But these are all first, second, and third year players that are all growing together on rookie deals right now. There's not. I mean, Jack Campbell might end up being the best linebacker in the league by week 18. It's his rookie year. Rookies do rookie shit. Every rookie does rookie shit.
I agree.
So, Russell, do you agree with that Rodrigo and this defense last year were better?
No.
For three quarters.
Not even close. Let him finish. Go ahead, Darcy.
For 3 quarters, if you look at PFF, I don't know. I don't have PFF. I'm not Great Grace, or I'm not you guys. But I thought I thought Jack Campbell had a horrible game. Missed blocks, missed tackles, not getting off blocks, bumping the fucking DB so the guy's wide open. I can't remember the play, actually. I think Rodrigo is better positioned than Jack Campbell right now, but until the fourth quarter, then he started playing better.
No, I would
When
say,
do you want him
I would
playing
say
better?
Our defense is much better this year than it was last year by a long shot.
Amen.
It's not.
No, I think
and I'm just simply saying it's not good enough. But to move Rodrigo from linebacker to fullback and not even have him on the defense in some sort of rotation is what irritates my soul. Campbell's been playing a lot of snaps lately, and it's showing that he's playing a lot of snaps because there's been a lot of blown coverages and missed tackles in the middle. Anzalone can't be everywhere, and yet he still is. And it's
but when we ran the first play, Nug, we were in a 4-2-5.
Right.
So Campbell wasn't even on the field at that time. They're playing a lot of that, especially with the emergence of Brian Branch playing so good at the line of scrimmage. I think it fits our personnel better. And I think both of you are right. He's not been playing outstanding, and he is a rookie, and he's got a lot of skills. He's got
and I feel like our defense would have been a lot better if our guys stayed healthy, our free agent signings, because we wouldn't have to see Will Harris on the field at all. Like we did suffer a lot of damning injuries because Will Harris is a liability. And us Lions fans complaining about these holding flags, we'd be complaining the other way if they were on our receivers. Yep. What I'm more upset about is them not calling holding on our defensive line or Hutch at least one time a game. Like they did yesterday. I was like, hey, he finally got one. Because they do
play that didn't matter.
Those are game changers. Those are game changers for sure.
One
drive against the Chargers,
since it's your first time on the show, I'm gonna drag you away from Candy Crush. Here's Minnesota's schedule for the rest of the year. You ready? You get the Bears at home, then you're at the Raiders, then you're at the Bengals, then you're home for Detroit, home for the Packers, at Detroit. So that's 2, 4, 6 games left. How many of those games are you going to win? We'll go one by one. Chicago at home. You win that?
We beat the Bears.
Okay. At the Raiders.
After the bye week, we beat the Raiders.
At the Bengals.
No JB. We beat them. We win out.
Detroit at home against the Lions.
We sweep the Lions.
And then at home against the Packers.
We beat the Packers.
And then at Detroit on week 18.
We beat them because I'm going to be there.
Man, that sounds like Rob Haspel's
so
thing
you're going to win out.
Hey,
that'll be
that's fan. That's right.
I love that, man.
What do you want him to say?
But look, but look, though, but can I tell you why?
Yeah, please.
My reason for me saying that is because after the Bears, Josh Dodd will have a whole nother extra week in our offense, and he can learn the playbook and learn other things in our offense. He only been here for 13 to 14 days, something like that.
So you think you're going to win 12 games? You'll be 12-5 if they win out.
You get JJ back
we
too.
Probably. Damn, you say we played it. I think we sweep the Lions though. Yeah, I think we went out for real.
All right, so that's 12 wins. You're on record now saying
hey,
be on the internet forever.
Hey, Russell, you're talking about a fan. How about you go through the Bears schedule? I'll tell you what the Bears are going to do.
All right, this is going to be fun. Here you go, Woody. You're at Minnesota.
Nah, not good.
Lose. Okay. Then you're home for Detroit.
Nope.
You're going to lose that one too? At Cleveland.
Best defense in the league. Nope.
Playoffs.
I see where this is going. Now, wait a minute. Now you're home against Arizona.
Oh yeah, we'll win that one.
All right.
Playoffs.
Kyler Murray's gonna roll you guys. Then
You're
you're
gonna
at
bite me,
home. Then you're
Paul.
at home against Taylor Heineke and the Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, are you talking about Justin Fields 1.0, Kyler Murray?
Yeah.
That's my point. I think with our rush defense, and that's what's Atlanta's specialty is rushing. We got that game.
All right, and then at the Green Bay Packers, last
No,
game.
we're not winning that last game.
I gotta get 12 on the rest. All right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more losses for your team.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. Jeremy, what were you
Am
going
I
to
a
add?
fan though? Am I a fan?
What?
Yeah, you're a fan, but your team is trash.
Okay.
Jeremy, what do you got? Zoe picked his team to win because they're actually the defending division champs and they're on a streak. So,
Hey, can I say one thing real quick?
Go ahead, Zoe. Go ahead, Zoe.
My bad.
When they went on the road.
I forgot to say this though. My bad. It slipped my mind. And plus, we get the best wide receiver in NFL back. So
you're doing better without him.
Why does he play? Why does he play defensive back?
Wait, when you had Kirk Cousins and he got hurt, you were winning without him, and you won more again with Dobbs. After he was out.
We missed JJ. We missed JJ last night. That was a prime example. No receivers.
Hail to the king, baby.
It takes Russell all day to do these. That's funny as hell.
I like the. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I like y'all channel though. I like y'all.
As far as Rodrigo, everybody was talking about how
we found a real Viking fan, Mike. It's awesome.
I know, right?
Everybody said
over here though.
Everybody was saying.
I think that deserves a skull acronym of the day. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Everybody was saying that Rodrigo's better than Jack Campbell. If Rodrigo was better than Jack Campbell, then guess what? Derek Barnes wouldn't have won the starting job at the end of the year and after preseason.
I agree. He should still be in the rotation, though. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
and Derek Barnes has surprised me this year, I must say. He has.
He's had his best year as a pro so
since
far.
he got here.
The best play formation.
And Jack Campbell's a freak too.
He is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it takes time to learn the linebacker position. We've seen it with Derek Barnes. Anzalone was good he was average with the Saints, but he's been tearing it up since he got with the Lions. And I don't know where we would be without Anzalone, but I'm just saying I'm just not happy with our defense. I love
all defense, 5'9" of Malcolm Rodriguez, dude. I love him as a linebacker. All 5'9" of them.
All right, we're about up against it because there is a Monday Night Football game on tonight, so we're going to go around and get some predictions on this game. But Jeremy, we're going to let you have the last word before we do that. What do you got?
So, God, I had it on the tip of my tongue, and everybody interrupted so much I can't remember.
Okay,
I'm old.
Here we go. It is the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, a rematch of Super Bowl 57. It is Kansas City -2.5. I'm going to require you guys to use the spread because I got $60 on my DraftKings account. I'm going to let it ride tonight. Nug, who you got? Kansas City -2.5. Nug, who you got?
Can't hear you, Nug.
That's the best take he's had all day. Zoe, we'll kick it over to you. Kansas
We can't
City
hear you.
-2.5.
I got Kansas City covering the point. I got the Eagle covering the point spread. The Chiefs can't score. They can't
All
score.
right, so you're taking the 2.5. You're plus 2.5 with the Eagles. I like it. Woody, I know you hate the Eagles, but don't bet with your heart. Bet with your head.
I'll bet with my head.
-2.5.
I'm betting my head. 49-3 Chiefs.
Damn.
We didn't even ask for a ridiculous score, but you gave us one anyway.
Absolutely.
All right, Nug, are you back on audio? Nope. Jeremy, give me your prediction. 2.5.
I got the Chiefs winning because their defense is like number 2 or 3 in the league.
Will they cover the 2.5?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Chiefs will cover. Yes, I know.
Steve is real. Yeah.
The Chiefs. The Chiefs.
-2.5. A-Dub, you're last.
I'm taking Kansas City strongly because I've always believed in the logical case that you don't get too comfortable betting against Patrick Mahomes, regardless of what the Chiefs look like.
I love you, A-Dub.
Now, does it change your mind to know that Taylor Swift will not be there?
So it doesn't matter to me one way or the other.
A-Dub, you don't look like you're spinning too many Taylor Swift tunes.
Shake it off.
I don't even listen to that music.
Okay. Russell Wayne, you are the best prognosticator I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of them. Nobody picks games better than you. If I would have bet with you last year, I'd have been plus 800 for the year. I should have listened to you then. What do you got for this game? Kansas City Chiefs, rematch of the Super Bowl.
Damn it. I was gonna bet with my heart. I was gonna give you some. Gosh, I want the Kansas City Chiefs to win so the Lions have a shot at the 1 seed. But if you're asking me to actually pick who's going to win the game, well, this isn't the playoffs, so I expect the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game.
Oh, Russell, hey, you know what? For saying that, I'm saying go Michigan.
Yeah, plenty of room on the bandwagon.
Let it ride.
That's it.
All right,
Go.
well, my pick, I think that Philadelphia does not win this game, but I think they cover in a close game. So I like Kansas City by 1, so I'll take Philadelphia in the points. For this panel of knuckleheads and the maestro Russell Wayne, I'm Main Event Mike. Everybody be sure to subscribe to our YouTube at Main Event 365 on YouTube. Follow our page. Zoe, did you follow our page?
Both of them.
Detroit Lions Villain Squad, thank you, sir. Smash the like button before this broadcast ends. Thanks, everybody, for being on. Let's go watch this game. We're rooting for the Chiefs to win if you're a Lions fan. God bless each and every one of you. Peace out.
Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat.
Oh man, I'm gonna get to change that one. I'm gonna have to change that end. I like that end. I like that.
You like that?
I do.
You like that?
I like that ending. That Aiden Hutchinson interception. But I have a new favorite play. The last play of the game where the strip fumble when he pushed him and kicked the ball out of the end zone, then he punted it. I have to get that. That's going to be in the new one. That's like my new favorite.
Somebody posted in our group a picture of the people who caught that football.
Oh yeah. I would love to have a picture of that.
They want to give it back to Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, that's awesome. I definitely need to get to meet him.
That's a really good show.
I would love to meet Aiden Hutchinson.
I like we had all 4 fan bases. I love that.
I like Zoe.
Yeah,
having a good Viking fan. I don't
Yeah.
cool.
I'm trying to be gentler, so I don't chase them all off.
I can't wait till our fan base can get over this PTSOL thing. Because I feel for them, because it's like it hurts my feelings sometimes sitting in the back, listening, and it's just like, wow, we've never started 8-2 ever, like since 1962. But I've never seen it. You've never seen it. He's never seen it. Nobody on that panel's ever seen it. And it's like, just take it in. Take it in, man.
We didn't address the comments one time tonight.
No, well, there wasn't a ton of them. I was looking at them.
Jay thinks Zoe is delusional. Zoe, I respect that though, man. He says his team's going to win out. Hey, that's good fanning.
Well, what do you expect him to say?
Well, you could.
Oh, my team's won 5 of 6 games. We suck. Like.
He really thinks that the Vikings are gonna sweep the Lions. So. mean, all the teams in this division got a pretty soft schedule. But, you know, Joe Burrow's out. He's right? That was a game we had them losing for sure. But now that Joe Burrow's out, that's probably a win. And after that, they got no one but garbage. Chicago, the Raiders, and the Packers, and then the 2 against the Lions. So those 2 against the Lions, if he does sweep them like he says, if they do, then hey, his prediction has a chance.
And that's a true fan. That's a true fan to think that too, because where there's a will, there's a way.
Right.
And if you believe in your team, I mean, they just won 5 in a row. Why can't they win 5 in a row again?
That's what they say. Where there's a will, there's a lawyer.
Lawyering. Oh, I got to play some of these apps. Oh, God. I love this one right here.
If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.
Yeah, that's John Kaminsky, man. Yeah, that's a different side of you. I mean, he needs to have that kind of attitude on the field.
Can you put it back up and not with any sound? Can you just put that picture up?
Just the picture?
And pause it, like so there's no sound?
No.
Oh. That is.
If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.
Hairy looking dude, ain't he?
Yeah.
He looks like Ivan Drago and Pugsley Adams had a baby.
That's right. That was the meanest looking picture I could find.
Who played Ivan Drago? What was that dude's name? Dolph Lundgren. It looks like Dolph Lundgren had a baby with Pugsley.
Oh, good Lord. All right, let's see.
Hey, didn't he have the Lloyd Christmas hairdo too? Is it the Lloyd Christmas haircut? Put that back up there.
If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free.
Like the owner of the Raiders hairdo.
If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody.
Oh my gosh. Some of these are just so fun. They're so fun. Oh man. I hope that the Kansas City Chiefs win. I do.
Ooh, J-Mommy back in the comments. She had a good one. Did anyone ever think that the Lions would be good enough for you guys to whine about the Lions?
It blows my mind. I mean, it almost seems like the people that wanted to have something happen on the trade deadline because they didn't get it. It's like they view it as a mistake and not like. I mean, they're betting on their young talent to develop. Mm-hmm. That's all they're doing. I mean, they're okay. I don't want to go out and spend draft capital. So this is what I would say to that. We talked about this. It's like, would you rather have Chase Young or Brad Holmes' brain and a rookie contract and who he can pick with that 3rd round pick? Mm-hmm. And I'll take Brad Holmes' brain and a low contract.
I'm going to jump off here and go get to watching this game, buddy.
Right on.
All right, I'll see you in the morning.
I will see you in the morning.
All right, buddy. Bye.
It's all right. That's all right. I'm good with that. I'm good with letting it develop and letting it develop. Letting that talent, letting Brad Holmes pick the guys. And then let them develop. Let them develop. I like watching Jahmyr Gibbs blossom right in front of us. I think that we're watching Jamison Williams blossom right in front of us. I think Jack Campbell could be next. We're watching Aleem McNeil blossom. Hutchinson is what he is. Brian Branch. Damn, these picks. I want Brad Holmes' brain picking these picks. I don't know anything about Chase Young or what he's going to do. He had a couple good games. Maybe that is going to be a good move for them. Maybe that helps them win this year. I want to win over a long period of time. I don't want it just to be, oh, this is our one shot to get into the playoffs. No, I want to be ferocious every year. Every year. And they're 8-2. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. They find different ways to win. I mean, if you want to minimize the times when they played really good defense because, you know, they played a team that you think is soft, it's fine. You can do that. They still played the game. It's the NFL. Any team can win. Any team. And to win 8 games out of 10 is hard. You got exposed again. No, Justin Fields had a good game. He had a great drive. Really, the defense played well. Everybody's saying they didn't do anything at the trade deadline. They turned the ball over 4 times. They turned the ball over 4 times, and we're playing with the defense? The defense was out there for 40 minutes and won the game. If they would have lost the game, we would be blaming Jared Goff and his interceptions. That's what. Not the pass rush. We're not, because the pass rush got 2 sacks when they mattered the most. I can't believe they overcame 4 interceptions, or not, but 3 interceptions, 4 turnovers. It's crazy. That deserves its own. I mean, to have poise like that. No moment was too big. They went down, took care of business, and then closed it out. I'm proud of them. To me, it showed more about the heart than any of the other games of this season. It might have been the played, but it was the game that showed me the most. Thank you for listening tonight. I want to get, I forgot to get this this link in there. If you're still listening, I want to throw this in here. There's still 9 people on YouTube. That's crazy. Well, what I want to do is I'm going to throw the link for the YouTube into the comments right now. And you can hop over and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to build that too. That's a live stream over there. We're streaming live into the Detroit Lions News, the Villain Squad, Mike the Bear fan, NFC North. Appreciate that. But nothing ends the night better than some Green Bay tears. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you until we meet again tomorrow morning for Football Talk with Russell Wayne. Peace out.
It's not fair. They were so happy. It's not gonna be okay.
What's up, y'all? This is Ifeatu Melifonwu, safety for the Detroit Lions. And I just want to take some time out to give a big shout out to Russell Wayne and Main Event Mike from the Detroit Lions Villain Squad. It's a fan page and a podcast. And I just want to say I appreciate the support of me and my team. And I encourage everyone to go check out their podcast and check out their fan page. Go Lions.